We open up today's program with an interview with Jockey Dave Wilson, four-time leading rider here at Hastings Racecourse. Now, during the interview, Wilson is not only frank and honest, but he also gives us the ups and downs when it comes to being a professional jockey, both on and off the racetrack.
I wasn't really a horse guy, kid when I was young. I didn't live on a farm or anything, so I was more into the hockey, the Wayne Gretzky's and the Bobby Orrs and that kind of thing. And
getting started, did you have someone to guide you along the way?
Yeah, Chris helped out. He helped out a lot. Frankie helped out a lot, Harold, and those guys. When they put you on lots, and Frankie, he used to ride, so between those guys, they helped out a lot.
Apprentice, pretty successful year, wasn't it?
It was an excellent year. Yeah, way beyond any expectation I had. It clearly went way beyond it. I had a really, win a Sovereign's Award for outstanding apprentice rider in Canada. So yeah, it was really, really good.
What kind of thrill was that, going back to Toronto for that?
That was a big thrill. It was, it's just an amazing track back there. It's so intimidating when you walk up to that grandstand. And
the Eclipse Award, everybody wants to win that. You should have won it. Did you get robbed?
Well, I think a little bit. They said that riding at Hastings, that it didn't qualify as part of, but Woodbine did, and I went and rode in Woodbine. But yeah, I kind of, there was a few write-ups, I guess, in the New York paper and whatnot of, fellow that got it had less wins than I did and whatnot. So yeah, I got a little ripped off. But I'm not too sour about it. It doesn't bother me that bad.
When we talked to you way back, you were married, had kids. How's the kids doing?
Kids are doing excellent. Yeah, kids are doing excellent. My middle boy, one boy's out of school, he's finished school, and the middle boy, he's going to be graduating next year. And the youngest is just having a ball. And
your oldest had a tough setback, huh?
Yeah, he had 2 years ago, got in a pretty good accident. It was kind of, unfair. First accident ever gets in, and gets in a pretty good accident and ends up a quadriplegic. So, but he's doing well. He can move his arms, and he gets around pretty good. He's starting to get around quite well. I wish he'd do a little more, back to school and upgrade his education and get, going. But, it's only been 2 years, so he's got some time still. He's, he's young. He's only 23, so hopefully, he keeps, improving and keeps going forward.
Your job, is it tough on a family life?
You have to be here 7 days a week, so, it's not like a normal family where, the kids are out of school and you got to take a vacation. Well, we don't get to do that. We get to do that in the winter time.
Do jocks check their egos before they go in the jocks room?
Some do, and some don't. Just the way it is, But, everybody gets along. This is a pretty good jocks room. Everybody seems to get along pretty good with each other, and, nobody has a problem. Usually you can go out and have a beer with them afterwards or whatever. And nobody, I don't think, really hangs out 24/7 all the time, but it's a good jocks room.
What's the tough part of being a jock?
I'd say just the bumps and bruises. This is a great job to have, You get to go fast, it's thrilling, it's exciting, so it's tough to pick out bad things about it, really. It wears and tears a little on the body, but other than that, it's a great job.
Crazy Coffee, interesting story. We talked to Chad about a couple of weeks ago. Your end of it.
I got lucky. Chad had to choose between two horses, and Chad picked Texas Wildcatter, which he did. He looked like the better horse, and and thanking Chad, he kind of threw my name in there to Cindy, and which I appreciated, and we just got lucky. We didn't have a 3-year-old at the time that was that good, so we it was just being in the right place at the right time.
How important is an agent?
Very important. I'm having to do my job of working the horses, getting around, and while I can't be doing the agenting part, which is going around talking to the trainers in the mornings and having to choose between different horses here and there, and so they're very important.
President, you got Daryl Snow. You guys talk a lot?
Oh yeah, every day. But Daryl's quite qualified for the job, extremely. And if he has a problem or a question, he'll ask me. But other than that, I let him do his job. That's what I'm paying for. So, I just go about my business. He goes about his. And like I say, if it's a tight one between two horses, he'll ask, my input. But in the end, really, he's probably got the final say.
Been leading rider a few times?
4 times.
How important is that?
It's important. I like to be up in there in the top. Sometimes I whine at my agent about riding too many and this and that, but then when I'm not riding enough, I'm bored out of my mind. I want to be riding. So, and the more you ride, the better shot you have of being a leading rider. But everybody wants to be a leading rider. If they say they don't want to be a leading rider, they're lying, because everybody wants to be a leading rider.
When you're away from the track, what do you do?
Oh, I got lots of work at home to do, the housework of, the yard work and all that, but I golf, and in the winter I play a little bit of hockey and whatnot.
How's your golf game?
It's a golf game. It's up and down.
Davey, right now you're in a relationship with a trainer. Tell us a little about her and how long you guys been together.
Her name's Heidi Bradford, and we've been together probably close to 3 years now. She's got a small barn, 4 horses, and I gallop for her, and she does really well. She's doing quite well. She won one up in Princeton, a stake, and she's just muddling along. It's a lot of fun. It's for her and I. She knows better more than what she's doing than I do. I'm just the gallop boy, but it's going really, really well, and she's doing a really good job.
Kind of the best of both worlds.
It is. It is. Got to find something to do when I'm done riding. So, this training end of it is quite a different world than just throwing your leg over one and sending out the door there, go to work it or to run. So it's a lot. You're learning a lot more than just throwing. Like when you're sitting on top of them, you learn a lot more.
How long do you think you'll stay riding?
I'm hoping to get another 10 years. I'd like to try to push to 50. As long as I stay injury-free, I should get there. My weight's pretty good. I keep my weight down to a minimum, and as long as I stay injury-free, I hope to get another 10 years.